to our podcast for this week. It's a preview of week 6. We also have some interesting topics. Due to Chelsea winning, we have our regular Chelsea Lampard fanboy with his special bandana slash whatever scarf. We also have Bola here making a return to the podcast, presenting the Scousers, the table toppers. Man. Anyways, I'll just say the table toppers. And
Sleeping a sliding crew.
Yeah, this is our regular host. So today I think we're going to discuss some interesting topics. We're going to make it a wider topic, not just the upcoming week 6 games. We'll do Chelsea Liverpool combined 11 from the early 2000s, say, or mid 2000s, 2004, 2005 till now of Champions League games for Chelsea and Liverpool. We'll also discuss, we segue into Virgil van Dijk and John Terry, since that's the ongoing topic, whereas Vincent Kompany recently came out and said Van Dijk is the best defender he's played with ever, or best defender in the Premiership. And we'll do a preview of the Chelsea-Liverpool clash next week, which looks like it's setting up to be a mouth-watering clash. If you're watching this, if you like our podcast, the forward support us, like, share, subscribe, follow us on our social channels. And we'll start with Idris, since he's the host team. Idris, tell us, Chelsea, Liverpool combined 11 from 2005 to now for Champions League.
Champions League, all right. So I got in goalie, I put you to check. Defense, JT, Sami Hyypiä, Ashley Cole, and Jonan Arise. So that's left back, right back, and 2 center deep. Midfield, Lampard.
Wait. I said Ashley Cole play right back.
No, left back for Ashley Cole, right back for Jonan Arise.
Arise was the left back though.
I know. He was not the greatest. He was
Go ahead. Combined Go ahead.
Yeah, combined. So midfield, Lampard, Gerrard, Alonso.
Okay.
Forward, Didier Drogba, Salah, Mane.
Interesting. That's a good one. Interesting. Bola, do you want to poke holes up? Give us your own. Tell us your own
my team is very similar to his team. It's pretty much the same. I just have to throw VVD in the middle. I have to put VVD in there. I just have to. I know he's. Huh?
For who?
Virgil van Dijk.
I'll put VVD and Terry.
Okay, so you take out Hyypiä. That's a fair shout. I agree. That's a fair shout. VVD is class. Okay, but we have a similar team.
Very similar team. Other than that, everything is the same. You said up front, Salah, Mane, and Drogba?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'll go the same.
Midfield, your midfield is the same too?
Gerrard, Lampard, and Xavi. Absolutely.
Okay, Xabi Alonso. Okay. That's true. Those are great shouts. I mean, I don't have anything else to add.
Great minds.
To be honest, when I think about it, because both teams never really, really had a great right back to get into those sides. So yeah, I agree. No arguments there.
I mean, Ivanovic, but
yeah, Ivanovic is a great shout. I agree.
Yeah,
maybe Ivanovic in right back, maybe.
But Anarise, when Anarise was at his prime, I haven't seen Ivanovic play the way Anarise played. I haven't even during that Champions League 05, Ivanovic was even at Ivanovic's prime later on. He was never at Anarise. We're talking like rockets from anything that just any crumbs outside the corner kick that was in front and his left foot got to it. Almost certainly was going in on target or something like.
Okay.
Now I will say this caveat though. So, Idris and I, we're on the same page. We're football savants. We game, right? But I will say, after a couple more years,
okay,
some of these youngsters that are on this Liverpool team are going to replace. Like, if what happens, I hope happens. Some of these youngsters, they're going to take their place. Like Trent is 8 years old. He's not there yet, but if the trajectory is what I'm praying it is, man, that man, will be on that list. Same thing with Robertson, potentially as well. But
Trent's a good attacker though. But defensively, man, the goal today, man, he caused that goal. He's very suspect defensively.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why
And
sometimes
that goal that he considered he has considered that goal a couple of times that I've seen when they turned into his inside. I remember when we beat you guys like two seasons ago. Rashford did that into him like twice. Where he gets turned inside. He's very susceptible to like when the striker or fall turns to his weaker foot. His timing is always off. So but I agree. Attacking wise is amazing. What gives you attacking wise, I mean, you have to risk that. You have to play.
And that's why sometimes Klopp puts Gomez there on instead of Trent sometimes when they want a little bit more defensive stability. It does mess up our offensive capacity, but he is a little bit of a liability defensively sometimes.
Yeah, but I think he'll probably grow into it. I don't want to go to why am I saying good things about Liverpool team? I hope it becomes worse.
No. I'll say this. One of them that might deserve like a shout out. He wasn't a Champions League winner, but if we're doing like the 2000s,
Torres.
What's that? He played for both Liverpool and Chelsea. Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson was
yes.
Great player when he was at his peak.
Yeah.
That's true.
If we do that, we have to throw in Torres though.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Like the Champions League against Barcelona, no matter how crappy he was, if you talk to any Chelsea fan, we don't even know if you know before we were like, oh, this guy's like Torres, this guy's like Torres. But now we're like, this guy's like Morata. We don't even mention Torres' name at all because that one goal.
But the thing is, if you want to be very, very objective, Torres in Champions League for both teams it wasn't that great. He did his best work, especially for Liverpool, which was his prime, right? Mostly in the league. In Champions League, he had some great games, but he wasn't crucial. In that, he wasn't even there in 05, obviously. I don't think it was there. It wasn't there in 05 there. So
yeah, peak Torres was definitely Liverpool. Like he did
07, 08, 09, that's peak Torres, those 3 years.
And I think Mane and Salah have overtaken him on the Liverpool pecking order. And he didn't really do much for Chelsea, although he did have some crucial goals at the right time. Right? So that's why I'm comfortable going with Mane and Salah up front with Drogba.
Okay, good shout. The only player I like in Liverpool, I would say, I mean, I'm a Manchester fan, but I can like players. That's fine. Doesn't mean anything. But my man, Bobby Schmurder. I call him Bobby Schmurder. That guy has sauce. Bobby Firmino. That guy has sauce, man. That's why I call him Bobby Schmurder. His touch, his movement. That guy murders defenses, man. The way he slices defenses open. He's good. So it's a good segue into Virgil van Dijk or John Terry. Bola, tell us why why you think that John Terry is overrated.
Now, I didn't think John Terry is overrated.
That's what you told me. I have received, so that's what you told me. You said it to the chat group.
John Terry might not be my guy. I might not be having a drink with him down the pub. He might be from cruise. But he's the legend. He's a Chelsea legend. He did it for a long time. Yeah. Much respect to him. But you know what? I don't want to be too cocky. I don't want to be too overconfident. But VVD right now, he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. That says so much. On top of all the accomplishments that he's won so far, right? So he's won the Champions League with Liverpool. We're in a good position. He's your favorite player's favorite defender. Adding that Ballon d'Or in the Premier League Player of the Year, that is huge. These awards that defenders don't typically get. And I think that's something that you can add to his accolade to say, okay, maybe we can start having this conversation right now. Because who's the last defender to win? It was Cannavaro.
Yeah.
So and then who's the last person to win the defensive player to win the Premier League Player of the Year? It's been a long time. I can't even remember one.
I think Vidic did it in 2011. Also, Vidic did it. But Vidic won it because they have two. There's the one that players choose. There's the football writers. Vidic won the football writers edition, if I remember. And somebody else won PFA. I think Rooney won PFA that year. I think it was Rooney that won PFA. So go ahead. Yeah, you're right. It's been a long time. Before then, the last person was probably John Terry in '05, maybe.
Did
Did John Terry win it in '05? I honestly cannot remember. That year, that on that Mourinho season, the Mourinho's first season, I think John Terry was player of the year. If I remember correctly, I think he was
Yep.
player of the year. Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So like
If
in
anybody's
terms of
watching, give us comments if I'm wrong. I think out of my head, I think John Terry was PFA that year.
yeah, and I know people are going to call me a fanboy, and rightfully so. But it's a major deal. This is a big deal. Winning Ballon d'Or, that's a big deal, and especially winning against Messi and Ronaldo, and having to go through Messi on the way, to winning the Champions League. That's a big deal, and I think it's time to start putting some shine on the brother's name. You've already heard um, the Man City captain say that Virgil van Dijk's the best player he's ever played with. He played against John Terry during his prime as well. I think that's something to factor. There's a lot that's going on. But if it's about accolades, well, yeah, we can't quite say that yet. But
Okay.
come December, that boy, no one can say nothing to him come December if he wins it. Now, if he
Okay.
loses, take on my face, right?
So, Idris, can you tell us why Virgil van Dijk is overrated and doesn't like to be dribbled? That's why. That's why he never gets dribbled and pushes his fellow defender. Hey, you go take it. Tell us why.
You see, part of it, like, he's
In
smart.
comparison to
John Terry,
John
yeah,
Terry.
he's smart to sacrifice a defender. So if we want to say that way, and clean up. But it's also the kind of way Liverpool plays, right? With their like press and he picks up. But JT is like, I mean, I don't want to use the wrong description of me when like in this modern day adjective moment. I would like say JT is a man's man. Like like when you're like you know what I mean? Like when you're in the defense, like the ball comes, you just know it to get to JT's head. Like all calm. Everybody knows we got this. Even playing from the back, I remember like he would struggle when certain coaches would come and want like play the ball from back. But with time, he actually does the same thing Van Dijk does pretty much, which is you'd have a David Luiz or a Cavalli or somebody who can play the ball better in front of him, and he coordinates the whole defense. Like with JT at the back, whether we had a crappy left back or a crappy right back, we always knew he was solid at the back. And when he left, we didn't have a leader in the team. We didn't have. I mean, Virgil right now is shaping up into that kind of like leader, the Vincent Company kind of thing. But for Vincent Company to say like Virgil is the best defender he's played game, I'm like, bro, come on. I mean, give the brother a shout out, but like, bro, like JT, like nobody would like playing with that guy. That guy was like, he broke into the Chelsea team at was he 19 or so? At 19, he was captain very early to like 23. Like
Yeah.
he's always been a solid head first, body, throw your body into it. He led the kind of like, and it's not a shock that Chelsea had all those trophy winning moments and everyone's like boring Chelsea. But no, every game we played, we will tell you never in doubt, because we just knew we were not going to concede. There was no point. Like it will wear you down before you get to JT, and he just kills it. And if you get past JT because you're so good, then there's Peter Check at the back, right? Like he was just such a solid part of the spine. So I mean, Virgil still got like 4 or 5 years. Even if he wins the Ballon d'Or, he still got like another 4 or 5 years to be Gameweek to.
I'll just say this, right? So I'll look at individual skills and attributes. So Chelsea, amazing team, especially under Jose Mourinho. A little side segue. I actually hella respect Jose Mourinho. Like I actually think he's one of the greatest coaches
Ever.
to have, right? But his teams were set up very
Wiki,
defensive strong.
Wikipedia.
So
He has a
before you
great he has a great Wikipedia page. That's all. Right now is a dinosaur, man. Don't tell me about that, man. It's a dinosaur.
to do, now Man U are now saying that they need to do it. So everything that Jose said that Man U needed to do when he was there, that's what Man U is starting to institute. So the man's a legend. The man knows what he's talking about.
Nah, that's a different conversation on that day. Different question. Nah, I disagree.
Chelsea, right? So Chelsea, they have an amazing defensive structure from the front all the way to the back. You guys are one very solid unit. So even before you get to John Terry, You got to get through that midfield. You got to get through the strikers. You got to get through everyone before you even get to Terry. Liverpool, man, like my boys. Do you remember how many goals we were conceding 3 years ago? It was crazy. We were just leaking everywhere. And it's not like we don't play offensive. We still play super offensively. We stretch the ball out. We're pushing really high up. And now, in many occasions, we're left to like our two defenders to clear up all the mess that if someone tries to get over the top, our two defenders are there to make it happen. And Virgil van Dijk's perfect for that role. Perfect case, the pointing case is that Tottenham, when Tottenham had that 2-on-1, and Van Dijk was backtracking. He shimmied to attack the defender. Messed up Sissoko when he had a free man. It was a 2-on-1, and he defended the ball. Like his intelligence, his speed, his strength is just incredible.
Okay. We both know. Both of you think differently. I'm just going to end it. In my opinion, this is the only opinion I'm probably going to give on this podcast. Obviously, I'll just creating controversy. I think Terry is better because just for how long Terry was an elite defender. Van Dijk just got into conversation last season, right? I mean, we knew him as a good defender in Celtic, in Southampton. He was good. This tall, good defender who commands the back. But I always say this, it's a different ball game being a good defender in a Celtic, in a Southampton, but being an elite defender in a team that was winning titles for years and years and years. And the way I think, don't get me, I think Van Dijk's elite, but he just became elite. He just became elite. Terry had a lot of defensive partnerships that when they left him, they all of a sudden became crap. For example, about David Luiz, the most important person I like to pick out was Carvalho. Carvalho with Terry was exceptional. It was good at Porto, but with Terry was exceptional. Immediately he left Terry, he sucked at Real Madrid, and he sucked everywhere else he went to. That's how you know elite defenders. They make other defenders beside them look better. So in my opinion, that's just my opinion. But hey, it can be overrated. And if you guys think it's come at us in the podcast, man. Chelsea fans, come at us.
This we're talking about Chelsea defense, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Baba Yaro. Hey. That was a Baba Yaro. That was man back in the day. Yeah. That boy. So I gotta give a shout out to him. He didn't play that long, but I gotta give that shout out.
That's one of the early reasons.
It was one of the reasons
I love Nigerian fans.
Yeah, it was one of the reasons I actually supported Chelsea. Actually, he and Ruud Gullit being the coach. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. Marcel Desailly as captain. I was like, what? Our people are here. So that was what.
My dad, right? He left to Chelsea.
Oh really?
I used to call him a glory supporter. Now it's been like 20. Do that anymore. Same.
So now the big clash coming up next week, Chelsea Liverpool. Give us quick thoughts. Stay with Idris. Give us your quick thoughts of the game. Yeah, Chelsea Liverpool next week.
Things to change. Hence my bandana, my look, my glasses. I can swag now. I can talk. Before if you notice, I've just been calming down. I've been trying to be humble because some sorry in people are calling my village people to make sure they come after me. But right now, chest is out there.
Okay.
Last time we
pop your chest out.
Pop my chest out because like I like if you follow Lampard as you were saying like earlier, you can see what he's trying to do. In as much as he's even sticking with youth, right? Yeah. He's strategically doing it. We were if you look at all our chats on the Premier Fantasy League on Facebook, we were bashing Azpilicueta, we were bashing Kurt Zouma. We were avoiding anything to talk about Frank Lampard. Nobody wanted to like bash him because we also saw what he was trying to do. But every press conference, he would keep faith in his captain, Azpili. He would try to pump up Zouma. And man, it's for a coach that really believes in his squad. And he always says something in his team, I believe in the squad. I believe in these sets of players. I believe in these sets of players. And we know you're on the transfer ban. Are you forced to say this? Are you just saying it because, you're the coach right now, right? But he's Chelsea through and through. And today, the goals that were scored on the Chelsea side was said made in Chelsea. Tamori, Tammy Abraham, and Mason Mount. This was money invested to making sure these boys were up there. And now he has the opportunity for us to play. And the fact that the coach understands where each player plays and utilizes them on how they play and the flexibility. I mean, we've never played 3-4-3 throughout. We've played 4-3-3. We've played 4-2-3-1. We've played 4-4-2. We've never played 3-4-3. And I keep hammering on this, and this is why we Sarri out people were like exhausted. Like, no, like it's not working. And I couldn't see Sarri right now with this crop of players even doing this well in terms of scoring goals. Now we're scoring goals, but we're leaking. We'll get to the point where we're able to be solid. And with Rudiger just playing 45 minutes in today's game, you could totally see the calm in the team. Fikayo Tamori, my goodness. So now that we're going in, I hope Kante is back. Facing Liverpool, we might not win the game, but for the first time in this season and from the preseason, I can beat my chest and be like, no, we're stepping up to Liverpool. I mean, the missing piece here for me is winning the midfield battle with N'Golo Kante. If N'Golo Kante is fit, I can assure you we can beat Liverpool, and we can beat them like handsomely.
Interesting. So what's your score prediction?
My score prediction for that one let me summon the gods. I wrote it down here. I do think it's a 3-2 because we're free flowing, we're scoring, and Liverpool will score.
Okay.
But from what I've also seen today at 3-4-3, man, bro, might be a 3-1-2 Chelsea, man. You know, so you know.
3-1 Chelsea.
I'm on my chest.
If next week you put serious, come on, hold like 4-0 next week.
Hey, don't get hopeful. I will save my data plan.
Come back hungry. Okay, Mr. Bola, tell us, what do you think?
Idris is my man because you know he makes his prediction and he says it with chest. He says it. Hey, 3-1 to Chelsea, interesting. So, I today the game that Liverpool just played against Newcastle was probably one of the best games I've seen Liverpool play. Why? It's not because we ran them off the park or did anything crazy like that. Newcastle parked the bus and we were able to break it down, and that's been one of the weaknesses that we've had for a long time. How do we break down these lower tier teams? How do we break down these really strong defenses? And with that being said, after the whole Mane and Salah gate, I think our team is moving well, man. Like I think that we have the ability to beat Chelsea, to break down Chelsea, even with 3 in the back, with the overload of Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think we're going to cause some problems for you guys. We have Champions League midweek, but also so does Chelsea, so that doesn't matter either. Yep. So I think we're going to win. We might concede a goal, 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool.
So scorers, who are your scorers?
For the Liverpool scorers, I think Firmino is going to get one. And
call him Bobby. I said we call him Bobby Schmurder on the streets. Bobby Schmurder.
Firmino is the most underrated. Firmino is the player that makes Liverpool go. Right. Like Liverpool fans know. That's why when you watch a Liverpool game, they sing his song the whole way through. And you'll be like thinking like, wait, he didn't score. No, we love that guy because he makes Salah better. He makes Mane better. He's the one that connects us with the midfield as well. But I think he's going to get a good goal. Okay, and Mane, Firmino, and I think Abraham's going to score for. Yeah, Abraham's going to get.
Idris, who are your scorers?
Oh, my scorers are like literally the boys up front. I mean,
okay.
Like it's Tammy, it's either Tammy, it's either Mason Mount, and if Pulisic plays, he probably get one. And if Willian plays the way he plays, they'll probably Pedro, they would get one. I'm like, why I'm so confident that the top front will score is.
I just asked for scorers. Don't tell me why you're confident.
Sorry. It's Tammy Mason. Honestly, Tammy Mason, or even Pulisic.
Who is the Liverpool scorers? Who are Liverpool scorers?
Well, I think he will score for Mane. I don't think Bobby will score though, but I actually know Mane for sure.
Mane will score. Okay.
I feel like
I think Salah is a guy for big games, so maybe Salah.
He's a guy for big games, but I'm also looking at like the last time we met Liverpool and how they've been playing so far. Man is just a threat, man. That guy is a threat.
He's playing better than Salah. So my prediction is I think it's 2-2. I think Salah gets 2 goals. Salah is the man for the big occasion. Or maybe Salah 1 goal and Bobby. I have to back my guy, Bobby Schmurder. with his white teeth advert. So quick predictions. Leicester Spurs. Idris.
For me, I wrote down Leicester Spurs. I went with just a moment here. 3-1 Spurs.
Okay. Bola, Leicester Spurs.
1-1.
1-1. Okay, stay with Bola. Man City, Watford. Man City are mad now. They've lost to the bottom team. Man City, Watford. What things going to happen at the Etihad?
It's going to be bad. City.
4-0.
City.
Idris, Man City,
5.
Watford.
I'm very sure I'm actually going to put a bet on that. I don't gamble, but I think it's a sure I can get my money back on this one. 5.
Okay. West Ham, Manchester United. Idris.
2-1 United.
Bola.
2-2.
2-2.
Oof.
Arsenal, Aston Villa. Final prediction. That's the final game to predict. Bola, Arsenal, Aston Villa.
3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. Okay. Idris.
Exact same scoreline. 3-1 Arsenal.
I'll do my own going backwards. I think Arsenal, Villa, I mean, they don't look like, going forward, they look weird. So I think Arsenal beat them 2-0. Man United, West Ham. Pogba comes back. Martial likely comes back. I think we win 2-1. It's going to be a scrappy game. We're a scrappy team this season. And I've gotten used to that.
Don't you guys have a Thursday game before that?
We do. It's going to play the kids.
You should, because that thing actually eats anyway. But finish
it does. It affects energy. I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a scrappy game. So we'll see. It's a Thursday, but the good thing is we're playing at home. We're not going to some.
We're not going. Okay.
Yeah, we're playing at home. It's going to play. It's a Wi-Fi TV. It's Kazakhstan. Some exotic location. So Man City, Watford. Oh yeah, that's 4-0. Leicester, Spurs. I think this is actually going to be very close. But I think Spurs have found their rhythm. So I think Spurs win 2-1. They beat Leicester 2-1. If you're watching this, let us know your predictions. Leave us a like. Like I say, follow, like, share, subscribe to our podcast. Guys, thanks for coming. This is fun. Idris with his bandana.
Hey. Yeah.